So if I'm down here, when it starts, it'll go up there, right?
Yeah, you should be good.
Are we on?
Yeah.
This is my natural height problem that I have.
Not only does he have a height problem, but figuring out Instagram Live has been quite fun for our good friend.
It's been quite a task, that's right. Hey guys, I'm Meltdown. That's Jade right there. There she is with her Ninja Turtles. Is it?
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles pizza t-shirt. There you go.
Pizza party, baby. That's what I'm going for.
We're trying to figure this out. So last time I did this with Jay from the Rival Sons, I started off up here, and then when the thing started, it went like this. And so, anyways, we're gonna see how this works today. We'll find out. Anyways, speaking of these things, of course, we got Tyler from Theory of a Dead Man coming up here in just a bit. Jade is going to be live tomorrow with the guys from Highly Suspect around 3 o'clock right here on the Instagram page. And so, of course, you can follow us all at WRIF.com, like you guys already are. So we'll wait here for a second for Tyler to chime in.
Also, our chats from last week. So, Grey Days, Sean from Grey Days, Rival Sons, and the Bluestones. Those videos, if you missed them, are up on the website, WRIF.com. So
and the Bluestones and the guys from, and Jay from Rival Sons, those guys sang.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's kind of cool.
Yes, it was actually really cool. So
now, I haven't seen, hey, here's Kayla. Hey, Kayla. I haven't seen Tyler, obviously, yet today, but I'm going to guarantee one thing. His pompadour is going to be perfect. There is no question about that. He has the most perfect rock and roll hair of anybody out there. So Tyler's going to be coming up here in just a couple minutes, and we'll get the lowdown on what's going on with the boys from Theory of a Dead Man. If you have a question, feel free to post it on here, and I'll try to hit it up as soon as he gets on here. So what we got here? We got a couple minutes
still? A couple of
Oh,
minutes.
we got, man, now what do I talk about?
I don't know.
Hey, Lindsay, what's happening? Dude. Yeah.
What did you do all weekend?
What did I do?
Yeah, no, the person behind you.
I don't think I can say, actually, to be quite honest with you. I actually deleted an Instagram story picture I had taken because I wasn't practicing very good social distancing, which I probably should.
Were you breaking rules?
A little bit.
I also kind of broke some rules. I didn't get out of my car, but I had to. It was so nice out yesterday, and I haven't been downtown in a while, so I just did a little loop-de-doo.
A loop-de-doo.
A little loop-de-doo down in our beloved Detroit Rock City.
Okay.
Just to see what was going on, and a lot of great signs of positivity on all our favorite venues, which I thought was really cool, but I just did it real quick, so, I didn't get out of my car, but I was driving around.
I guess I had a Jenny. She thinks I should talk about the one time at the Grammys, so I'm not going to talk about that. Where Ron Jeremy was sitting behind me.
I believe you frolicked on the beach as well.
I did, yes. I don't know if frolic is the word, but I was on the beach. There's no question about that. So, if you guys are just joining us, we're waiting here for Tyler. I've already made my prediction that his hair will be perfect. Wants to know if Tyler can be her bad girlfriend, see if she can be. Okay, nice. Can we have a 6-foot social distancing bonfire this week? That's fine with me. I'm all about that. We're just waiting for Tyler. Of course, the new record's out. Say Nothing, which is killer from those guys. And we'll see what he has to say about that and much, much more. I do have a couple of questions, actually, from the Theory of a Dead Man guys from Dean and Dave, which I'm going to pass on to Tyler right here on my handy-dandy telephone. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So once Tyler clicks in, we'll get this rolling. If you didn't get a chance to see the Jay from Rival Sons last week, that was killer. Jade talked to Sean from Great Days, which was the band that Chester Bennington was in before Linkin Park back in the day. Then they rejoined it. There we go. It says Theory Music joined. Okay.
Yeah,
so there we go. Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. Click view.
Oh, view. There we go.
He's learning.
Right. Oh.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Go live, boy.
I'll go live. Oh, there you go. Let's see if we can make this work. Tyler.
Oh, wait. See?
There it is.
There it is.
What's up, dude?
What's happening, guys?
Now, I'm like, no, come on, man. You're making me look bad here. I said your hair was going to be perfect, and you got your lid on.
What's funny is I just ordered some trimmers on Amazon. I got them the other day. So I cut the sides, but I didn't do the back.
So you're doing your own hair cutting now?
I'm doing I trimmed the top with like beard trimmers because my hair was getting so long it was like I could put it in my mouth.
Right. Yeah, that's so funny. And apparently, according to Dean, you got a lot of projects you've been working on at home. Is that true?
I just built a gate. Yep. I started watching this show that I'm obsessed with. It's called Island of Brian. It's this family that buys a broken, busted down resort in the Bahamas, and they rebuild it. And so
Really?
it's like 2 seasons, and every episode they like. So it's so gratifying watching because it's such a piece of crap. It's all termites and everything.
So wait
But
a second, hold on. Is this like a documentary type thing, or is it
Yeah.
like a show with acting?
It's a reno show.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like, what are those House Brothers? What are the shows where they like fixer upper shows?
Oh yeah, where they run it, but yeah. So it's not like
Yeah.
the shows where the people work for like $22,000 a year and they got like a $3 million budget to buy a house. Not one of those.
Oh, I just made fun of that home house. Yeah, your $1,200 stimulus check. What's your How much do you spend? $3 million. Your budget. Yeah, yeah. So I've been watching that. It's a reno show. So yesterday I took a sawzall to the ceiling in my studio because the HVAC was leaking. So I wanted to investigate. So now it's just a huge mess. So I got to now I can fix it.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So so you've been doing that with your quality quarantine time. Anything else?
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of filming some stuff for performances, getting a lot of requests for those. I just did one for the Navy this weekend. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh,
Never
cool.
turned that down for sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, a lot of binge watching, playing a lot of guitar, starting to think about writing new stuff, but not yet. We did just release a new song, so.
Right. Yeah, we'll talk about that coming up here in a bit. But yeah, with this downtime, is it one of those things where are your creative juices flowing, or are you just kind of worried about other things right now, or what's going on?
It's weird. There's no creative juices at all. I'm dry.
Right.
I'm dry. It's funny because people immediately ask that. Like, we released a record, and fans immediately are like, "So when you guys can come out with new stuff?" We're like, "We just did."
Right.
So for like January 31st, we released the new record. So that was like 3 months ago. So no, there are no creative juices. I never force that stuff. I never try to sit down and go, "Okay, I'm going to write a song today." I just wait. Something
Yeah, it's one of those things where you could go through Detroit, and on your Facebook in 2 weeks, when are you coming to Detroit? Right? It's one of those things.
We get pretty frustrated with those. Where Dean found one, our bass player found one the next day after we played someplace. Like, we played Detroit or somewhere, and the next day they're like, "When are you coming to Detroit?" We're like, "You're on our social media." I don't know. What can you do?
Man, one of my favorite memories of you guys playing here was when you guys played that at Motor City Harley Davidson. Then we went back and had to suffer through watching the Pittsburgh Penguins win the Stanley Cup.
Boy, oh boy, Pittsburgh Penguins. I do like Crosby, but
yeah.
But yeah, I remember that show. That was great. My cousin, I got some family who live in Windsor, so that's like 2 miles from there.
Yeah, it's not very far. Well, it's a little more than 2 miles from where you were playing, but yeah, it's right across the border there. Yeah.
Yeah, so they always come down for all the Detroit stuff, which is fun. So yeah, I do remember that show. That was good. I think that was who else played on that show?
So, well, Saving Abel, because Dean and I ended up in the Saving Abel bus till about 3:00 in the morning, singing. I wasn't singing. Dean was, but you can ask him about that.
Do you have footage of that? I love.
No, there's no footage, thank God, because it was a rough night that night. But so you talked about World Keeps Spinning. So the video's out there. Why does Dean get to drive? And Dean wants to know, more importantly, why didn't Dave drive?
Because Dave sucks. Dave refuses to drive in videos. We've done multiple videos now where we're driving around. We've got a couple with this car, like the convertible car thing, which is becoming a bit of a theme. But we did have one video where we had to drive this Volkswagen van around, and it was like an old vintage van. And it was standard, so each of us had to take turns driving it. Well, Dave couldn't drive a stick, and it was so embarrassing for him, I guess. He was grinding gears and stalling. We're just like, "Why can't you drive?" So after that, he's like, "That's it." So I think they wanted him to drive and World Keeps Spinning, and he just refused. He just refused to drive. So Dean's like, "I'll do it."
Well, one of the things I noticed too in that video is you're sitting in the back seat and your hair is perfect.
Well, you know what? There is a couple clips where you can see it kind of. It did get windy back there, but there's people on the set that are just consistently spraying it, some aerosol stuff on it, keeping it in place.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, last time you guys were here was a great night. That you played that outdoor show in Royal Oak, man. Those shows are fun. I mean, how much are you jonesing to get back on the stage, especially with this new material?
You know, a friend asked me a couple weeks ago. He was like, "So you could probably just retire, right? You're like done touring and stuff." And I'm like, "No, that's like that's all. Honestly, like that's what we. The reason we make records is so we can tour. Like that's it's like in our blood. It's hard to describe, but if we couldn't tour, I don't know what I would do. It's just like literally all we want to do. So we were supposed to be on the spring tour right now. We just canceled the Czech Republic show today. Those are supposed to be in June. So it's all sad. It's super sad for us. I'm sure it's super sad for fans. We just have to do what's right because we know if we toured, the fans would come. And we have to protect them. So it sucks. We just want to play, man. We just want to tour.
No, I bet. I suppose, you know, being an artist and stuff, you know, working on this stuff and putting your heart and soul into it, you want to present it in front of the people. Now you really can't right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So there, you know, we're slowly but surely finding other creative ways. Everyone's kind of chomping at the bit to figure out how we're in this time now, how we're going to be able to do what we do other than just making music. So we're trying to figure it out. We haven't done any full band jams yet, but I'm sure it's in the works. We have started discussing how we're going to figure out how to do like 4 of us on Zoom doing a song or something, because we're going to start getting requests for that. So I don't know. It's a lot of questions being asked. So we'll figure it out. We'll get through it.
Yeah, I was talking to Greg Upchurch from Three Doors Down the other day, and he says that those guys are actually starting to write via Zoom between all their locations.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
and like you said, you
wow.
guys just came out with the records. You're not ready to write right now, but I mean, yeah, just to practice or something, I guess, just to keep your chops up, eh?
Yeah. Well, that's another thing we don't do is we don't really practice too much. We just go. we just assume everyone knows their stuff. We get out. We usually do 1 day pre-production, and we've heard from other bands. They're like 1 day. We usually do like 2 weeks. We're like, oh, we just. There's usually like the first show or two. You'll one of us will hit some bum notes, or I'll just drift off into some completely blank on a line and be like, man. But there's something about that nervous energy that really kind of the first few shows on a tour are usually the best sometimes because there's so much adrenaline, you know.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And speaking of touring and stuff, what people probably don't realize that I'm sure you're well aware of is that not only are you guys not working, but more importantly, like the crew and the people that support you aren't working either. And those people are the ones that really depend on this kind of stuff every single year in and year out.
Yeah, you know, because we tour so much, even when we go home, some of our crew guys, you know, they're part of IATSE, the union, and they'll get local gigs, right? They'll work for the local theater or arena, and they'll do whatever, just rather than staying home for 6 weeks, they'll go find work. But you know, nothing is happening. Like nothing is. So for them, they're just sitting at home. Once again, it's something else that we're as a band trying to figure out how we can help them out. I know there's things like Music Cares. There's other nonprofits trying to raise money. I did do a thing on Facebook, I think it was a week ago, called Human to Human, where they're raising money for Music Cares, for crew guys, all the people in the industry that aren't working. So I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like those are the people that I really, really hurt because they're the ones that when you guys go and you guys finish up this tour and you go on vacation somewhere with your family or your friends, those guys are hopping on another tour because that's just how their life goes. So, but it's you know, and it's tough too because like honestly, we miss those guys. Yeah,
we're a family, right?
Yeah, that's right, because you do become friends with them. Because I see a lot of the same guys when you guys come through town.
Yeah, we've had some guys like Harry Mapes. He's been with us since 2008. 12 years, same crew guy. So yeah, these guys are our brothers, our family, and I just saw this morning, Dean. I'm seeing some stuff on my phone that we do hockey pools and football pools, and so I guess at the end of the last tour, a couple of guys split the pool, and won money, but Dean never paid him. So he's like, I'll get you on the next tour. So now I guess Dean's trying to Venmo or PayPal them the money because we don't know when the next tour is going to be. But yeah.
Speaking of hockey, I was going to ask you, did you have any predictions on how the season was going to wrap up here? Did you have any Stanley Cup winners or what?
You know, the Canucks looked so good going into the trade deadline. I think they're first in their division, and I was like, Canucks are going to do it this year. And then I don't know what happened towards the end of when they stopped playing games. They were like, I think they weren't even in the playoffs. I don't know I don't know what happened, but yeah, I don't know who was looking good. Boston, I don't know. I don't know who was going to. All the California teams were not good at all. San Jose, right. LA, Anaheim, terrible. Vegas looked pretty good. Jets I think were doing pretty good. I don't know who was going to win. I think Dave and Dean, they always seem to know everything about hockey. So they can't be stopped. I'm like, I don't know.
Now, ironically enough, on my birthday, March 10th, the Red Wings were playing downtown in Detroit. That was the last big event I went to before they closed everything down. So what was yours?
I was supposed to. That's how scary this is. My dad and sister were on a cruise ship during this thing. They were stuck on a cruise ship. They're one of those people that were stuck on a cruise ship. Yeah, and they were in the port of San Diego, and I managed to get them a flight home. So they got home luckily, but they were supposed to come to San Diego and then see me for a few days. And me and my dad were going to go to a Kings game and then next night go to a Ducks game. Of course, all that got canceled. And but I was lucky they got home. They're safe and everything. But man, that was crazy. So that was my last hockey experience. It wasn't one.
Yeah, when I was in Vegas, I saw a game with the Golden Knights. Have you seen any games in Vegas?
Yep. Yeah. It's
cool,
one of the best. One of the best games. It's amazing. I mean, it's so loud. The PA they have in there is so good. It's one of the best arenas, I think.
Yeah, we went and saw a game against Ottawa, which is like a last place team, on a Thursday night, and you couldn't get a seat in the place, so it was jammed to the rafters.
It's awesome. And Vegas is such that's a big destination for a lot of Canadians too. So, yeah, I only went and saw one game there. I can't remember who was playing. But I haven't been to the new arena in Detroit. The Little Caesars ham and pineapple.
No pineapple on pizzas. Just stop.
Oh man, I was sad when they changed the name, but I get it.
Yeah, it's a really cool arena. Next time you guys come through, we'll have to try to work something up to get you to a game. You know, I've talked with some guys about this recently, but it's kind of funny how in this world of social distance and how we're all kind of further apart than ever, it almost seems like we're closer than ever before. Like normally when you do an interview with me, for the most part, you're on the phone or something, but now it's like we're kind of talking and all these people are able to watch. So it almost seems like in a weird dichotomy, we're all kind of a little bit more closer together.
Yeah, and I've been saying that, it's interesting that everyone's doing these things now and people are requesting performances over, the internet and stuff. And I was saying how come we never did any of these before? So it's kind of cool because now, we can do these going forward. And you know what, last time I did an interview with you, I think it was over the phone and I was naked when I did it.
Well, thanks for not being like that today, but you can't see what I'm not wearing or anything. No, never mind.
That's right. You can always waist down. I'm No, I actually shaved for this. I actually brushed my teeth. So there you go.
You know what they call that? They've got a new name for this. It's called the business mullets. Your business up top and party down below. That's
a good. I like that. I'm gonna start using that because that's going to be every Zoom meeting people have in all these businesses. They probably literally go on there and they got suit with a tie and then it's just naked from the waist down. Yeah.
Yeah, have you changed doing things? Because it's funny you mentioned that because I'm shaving twice a week now. It's I don't really care anymore. Is there stuff that you've started not doing since this all broke out?
No, I mean, usually I would grow a beard at this point, but I have been doing so many of these performances. I look so disgusting with it. It gets so gross. I mean, I'd have to just grow it for 3 weeks and then it would look good. But the in-between is just full hobo effect. So it's just gross.
There's that word hobo.
Hobo. Am I the only person that has ever said the word hobo in a song?
In a song, I think you are, yeah.
That's I was seeing a few years ago, I went and saw a bunch of bands play here. and it was Live was playing, and Live, massive
Yep.
band, right? And they played that song "Lightning Crashes,"
Yeah.
and I was listening, and I'm like, that's the only band that's ever used the word placenta in a song. I'm like, gotta be.
Well, rumor has it that David Coverdale, I should have asked him about this the other day because I talked to him, but rumor has it that and here I go again, the original lyrics were, like a hobo, I was born to walk alone, but he changed it to drifter. So
It's much better.
yeah. I'm not
So
sure if
sick
that's
of the
true or not.
drifters.
Yeah. Hey, real fast, a couple more things here for you. Talk about the the musical evolution of Theory of a Dead Man from when you guys started, 15, 18 years ago to where you guys are now.
Yeah, it's changed. You know how much has changed? We just did a Canadian tour, and more than once, fans had said that they liked me better than the original singer. More than once. And I'm like, thank you. And they're like, "What? Are you going to tell them the truth?" I'm like, nah. I don't know. Yeah. So how much has it changed? A lot. I am the same guy. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because I went back, listened to some of the old stuff, and it's very Southern rock. I think our first record had slide guitar on every single song. We had lap steel, banjo on the first couple of records. So it's changed a lot. But you know what? It's yeah, I don't know if it's an evolution or a revolution. But we've been doing it for 20 years, so it's we just enjoy it. We love just coming up with new stuff and finding things that to excite us. So, but there's always a time in the back of my head that I'm thinking, let's whip out the slide, or I've got a lap steel here and a banjo. So you never know.
You can play banjo, really?
Oh yeah, me and Dave can. Dave has a ukulele at home that he got from Dean Guitars. That is it's the dime bag guitar.
The dime bag ukulele.
Yeah, he was playing it the other day. I think he was playing Cowboys from Hell on it. It was pretty good.
Hysterical. Well, it's like the music's changed, but also your writing has changed too. It seems like on this last record, it's all these records are personal, but it's like this time you got a lot off your chest, eh?
Yeah, I don't know if that just is from years of figuring it out or being more confident. Because in the beginning, I would never even try to discuss things that were outside the box or things that maybe didn't personally affect me. So yeah, the last record, RX, was written about something that wasn't about me at all, about people that suffered from drug addiction, opioid addiction in America. So that was a little bit of a scary jump because, it could easily trigger people. People could say, well, how the hell do you know, etc. But I think when it took effect and people really responded to it, I think that opened the door for me to go, what else can I talk about? So I think I just got brave, maybe is a good word. I don't know.
Yeah, someone just tweeted out, the original singer was better.
He was better. I gotta post it. I'll post a photo I'll find a photo of me from the first record. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Had a long mustache.
But that is interesting how, maybe you got maybe you got a better response or you got a different kind of response. And therefore, like you said, it just kind of helped you to maybe focus in and write on some different stuff that you may have not written before. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. People love songs like Hate My Life. It's fun. We still get Bad Girlfriend, still like the song we end the set with. We still, every night we get someone saying, this is my bad girlfriend, or I've got this girl. This is my bad. So, they love that. And we think that's great. But yeah, there is something different about writing a song that can, maybe helps people. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of a turn for me. I think maybe it's just about maybe giving back in a sense. I don't know. We have been able to do a lot of more charitable stuff with some of the new things. It's not our agenda, but it's almost just pairs up perfectly with some of the stuff we're talking about.
Yeah. Hey, a couple of things here for you, Tyler, and then we'll cut you loose here. And thanks so much for the time. This is really cool to be able to do this kind of thing here in 2020. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And maybe in a weird way, like we were talking about before, it's like it's kind of opened the doors to some of this kind of stuff in the future too, where the fans can actually watch you in your house talking to us here in Detroit. What kind of advice or what do you say to your fans at this time during these strange times?
Well, just stay positive. I tell myself the same thing. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, man, this sucks. This can't get any worse, but it definitely could. I mean, I think there's a lot of people doing some great stuff that I think we're going to get through this. We will. I mean, just stay strong and stay positive, and believe it or not, this is going to fly by, and we're going to look back at this and go, man, remember when that happened? Remember? And it'll be like it happened a long time ago.
Oh, by the way, Dave told me real fast. Last thing, Dave told me that did you get your motorcycle and your car ripped off?
Yeah, no, yeah, my motorcycle got ripped.
I didn't know if it was
motorcycle
pulling my
got
leg or not.
stolen. Motorcycle got stolen in front of me, and then I got carjacked. I got pepper sprayed once at a golf course and got carjacked.
At a golf course?
Oh, I think I remember that. That was a few years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had to go to court and stuff. Yeah, it's funny because the guy got like life in prison or something. But yeah, I don't know. And then they tried to say that I was lying because I refused the ambulance because they asked if I wanted paramedics. I'm like, nah. And then so later on, I guess the defense attorney said that I was lying, or how come I never asked for any, paramedics if I got pepper sprayed? I'm like, because there's nothing you can do. You ever been pepper sprayed? There's nothing you can do. Just to wait it out. So yeah, that was an interesting experience.
Man, that's an unbelievable story. I expect to hear a song about that maybe coming up.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, it was a believe it or not, it was a homeless dude that was scoping out. I saw him in the parking lot scoping out people. So he was very brave that he I don't know why he went up to me, but he did. But I chased after him for a bit and I was like, forget it. But he was a hobo.
I was just going to say,
the song was already
like, hey, you're the guy that sings about hobos.
Yeah. So I don't know. There you go. See, that's what happens when you write those kind of songs.
All right, dude. Well, listen, man, thanks so much for all of your time. And this has been really cool. And we'll look forward to seeing you back out here on tour. We were going to see you on this Breaking Benjamin Bush tour. What's the status of that right now? I suppose it's probably still up in the air, right?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard anything. So so far, it's so good. I think I keep telling people, as soon as we know, you'll know. So, yeah, I don't know anything other than I think they wait as long as possible and they look over all the different, make sure it's safe, etc. So, yeah, as soon as we find out, we'll let everyone know.
All right, Tyler. Well, thanks, man. Say hi to all the guys, and we'll see you here next time, okay?
For sure. Thanks for having me on.
All right, see you, man.
See ya.
All right, now I got to stop this thing now.
Yeah.
See you, Tyler.
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. There's Jade in the background right there.
Hanging out. So you just hit end.
Hopefully,
in the corner.
I see.
Don't forget, tune in tomorrow. We're going to talk to Johnny Stevens from Highly Suspect. That's at 3:00. So, you want me to do it for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right.